Because the toy inside was a choking hazard for kids under 3. But it says right on the package, do not give to your children under 3. I mean, come on.
People can't read.
I mean, we grew up in the age of lawn darts. Come on, people. If you're not smart enough to educate your children, well, then they deserve to get hurt, as far as I'm concerned. See if I can remember how to play this bullshit.
Good luck and fair seas.
It's like riding a bike.
I'm sorry, but if you get a crack in an aircraft carrier, you're one bad son of a bitch.
Have I gotten a crack? And I
what if you get a close quarters expert in the aircraft carrier?
Now that's ridiculous.
I've done that before with the Seraph.
I mean, you can get medals with aircraft carriers. They just hard to get because of the playstyle of the carrier.
Right. I mean, each aircraft carrier is different, though.
So true.
Same thing like a battleship, cruiser, or destroyer, they're all different. But if you know how to do a good casino build, you can get real close and touch somebody and leave.
Oh no, you absolutely can. Especially now that the carriers have to be in close battle because they got the fuel mechanic.
They made it where the airplanes only have a certain amount of fuel, and if you don't get to your target in time, then
It runs out of fuel, yeah. Which makes sense. More realistic. Add into my torch, you son of a bitch. You asshole. You fucking asshole.
Sovralimentazione attivata. Avvistata corazzata nemica.
Alright, he's done.
La nostra squadra è in vantaggio. Sovralimentazione disattivata. Generatore di fumo avviato.
You know, the only thing I don't like about this version with aircraft carriers, because I used to play this on PC, is you can't control your ship once you've launched the plane. I think that's kind of bullshit. Because
What do you mean you can't control your ship?
Like, once you're in your plane, you can't switch back to your ship and control it.
Rilasciata cortina fumogena.
That's what they got the autopilot.
La nostra vittoria è vicina.
you know, one thing would be kind of cool if they made it where you know how you go from different camera views, right? It'd be kind of cool if they actually let you go like inside the ship, you know, with the commander and the crew.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Danno critico al motore.
But wargaming aren't cool kids. You know,
Abbiamo distrutto un incrociatore nemico.
There's the carrier. Yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Our team is taking the lead. Our victory is in sight.
All right.
Yay, I'm on the bottom. Alright, legendary it is. Time to bust out the yammy.
Yep.
Got my highest damage game in this ship. When it first came out before they nerfed the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there for a while it was an arena ship, I think.
What, the Yamato?
Yeah, before they actually released it that you could get it through the bureau, they made it. I think it was.
Well, actually, the first time I had the Yamato was before they put islands in the game. Because the first time they introduced the Yamato was for a brief while. I remember cramming my ass off just to upgrade it and everything, and then they let us test it on the map, and I remember there was no islands, just pure water.
Yeah, that was the ocean map, and unfortunately, they never brought it back. Which I think is probably because it's unfair to cruisers and destroyers where they don't have anywhere to hide.
But it wouldn't make it challenging for the cruisers and destroyers. Mm-hmm. They would have to develop or learn a strategy pattern. But, it'll probably be 50-50 as, because he would have to take a couple destroyers just to take down the Yamato, But in real life, it took several bombs just to take it out.
Yeah.
So, but I was on Facebook and they had a picture of what the armor the Yamato had and how much penetration it could take. Because they had a piece of armor that was on the Yamato and it looked pretty fucked up. And people, all they think about is these tiny little rounds they have in the game. But if they ever seen what a real shell from a battleship looked like, it'd be bigger than them. I'm like,
right?
dude, imagine having that coming at you.
My stepdad was on an aircraft carrier in Vietnam, and he said like when the battleships would launch their not launch, but whenever they would shoot, he said it looked like Volkswagens traveling through the sky. They were that fucking big.
Wow.
But I mean, you're talking 16-inch guns. I mean, that's a hell of a projectile.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if you ever watched the movie Under Siege.
Yes.
Now that battleship they used, that was
the Missouri.
I think, yeah, Missouri. Now, when what's his face stood next to one of the barrels?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, that could happen. Have your ears bleed from just one round of those cannons going off next to your head. Now, plus there was another movie. I think it was either the Missouri or the Massachusetts. They used one of those boats in Battleship, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I remember
know.
that movie.
Yeah, I think they used the Massachusetts in that one. I think.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
But the other ships they used was the Sims. That was in there. I'm not sure what the other one was, but I remember the Sims.
Right.
And my dad took me to this museum, and they had a Russian submarine that we could go on. And so me and my dad, I was like, so they let us go on it, as, visitors. And me and my dad went on it. I was like, dude, I have more respect for people that actually served on submarine. Because, man, for a person that's 6'5", holy shit, dude. That fucking shit is small as a... Exactly. I could probably be used as a telescope.
Man,
we see our opponent. I'm like, hey, dumbasses, they're over there. Shoot over there.
Stupid.
But yeah, I mean, being on a submarine though, I'm like, I have more respect for people that were served on a submarine. Like, holy shit though. Because, in real life though, it's like, you're like in a cardboard box. You have to be a certain size.
Yeah.
Like the movie Hunt for October, or those other submarine movies there that you see people on, but in real life you don't know how tall or how big that submarine is until you actually on it.
Exactly.
But I did play a submarine arcade game back in the day. You use a telescope to find your target, and you launch the torpedo towards your target. It was
I'm waiting for him to put subs in this game.
No, please don't.
No, please do.
I don't know if you played the PC version after they did that, man, and it's a whole different ball game. I thought when they brought aircraft carriers, it was going to ruin this game.
No, the reason why people don't want fucking submarines in the games because they can't sit behind the island no more and fucking AT spam. That's it. It just you don't have that strategy no more because now you got to worry about a fucking underwater shark looking for you. That's all. It's not. That's why people say it's gonna mess the game up because it means you have to change up your strategy. You can't sit behind the island.
Right, but that adds like.
No, it'll just make you smarter and more clever, and you just have to change it up a little bit. Because that if they do marine submarines, that means they have to twerk the destroyers, cruisers. Because, I don't know if you guys ever paid attention to the gearing, but if you look at the back of it, it used to have depth charges on the back. Originally in real life, it was a submarine hunter.
Well, that's
It
what
was,
destroyers are in general.
but
Well, that's the thing. They'll have to revamp all the existing ships to.
so yeah, not only they would have to change things around, you know, so it will be challenging on both sides in the battleships.
I mean, it would, but when you think about it, when they brought carriers in the game, what did they do? They gave all the ships anti-aircraft and anti-aircraft consumables. So why is that like a big, you know, oh, y'all brought, you know what I'm saying? So if they bring submarines in, all right, just add the shit with depth charges and, you know, underwater sonar or whatever. Carriers in the game, y'all equipped the ships with catapult fighters and anti-aircraft consumables and anti-aircraft, so. And Wargaming always tweaking the game anyway. Y'all know that. Every update they was tweaking some ship or something in the game.
Because I was watching this video and these guys that were talking were the guys behind the creation of World of Warship Legends, and someone said that if they were to bring submarines to the game, they would be doing it the way they did with the aircraft carriers. So that just to test it and to see what people's reaction would be, and you know, and if they decide to keep the submarines in, then you will start seeing changes to the ships.
Absolutely.
So,
you son of a bitch.
I can already see people, even though it's not here yet, I can already hear people bitch and complain and saying, "Oh, I'm not going to play this if we're going to add submarines."
Yes,
and I'm like, hey. I'm like, fine, don't play. That gives me more fun time to, you know, earn more credits, blow stuff up, and, you know. But,
they
know,
will. Because people say, oh, if they bring submarines in the game, I'm not going to play it again. Yes, you will. You're still going to play it.
Because they said the same thing about the aircraft carriers, and once they got here, people either liked it or didn't like it or still complain.
Or still complain, right. So all that, if they bring submarines in the game, I'm going to stop playing the game. No, you're not. Because if you've been playing the game for 5 years and you got, 300, 400, 500 ships and all that, you ain't just going to stop playing and give up everything that you done worked and earned for like 5 years. So shut the fuck up with that bullshit. You're going to keep playing the game. You might not play it as much, but you going to play it still.
Because it's kind of like an addiction, and it's kind of like a love-hate relationship. Sometimes you love it, sometimes you hate it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, that's what I said.
I mean, for me, if it wasn't for this game, I would have still a hard time dealing with a horrible relationship that I was in that ended badly, and I would never have met all you guys.
Right.
There's some pros and cons to the game, but don't concentrate on
the negative.
The negative. Concentrate on because you got to take the bad with the good. So there's some ups and downs with the game, but for me, I made friendships out of it. I can blow up my friends. They can blow me up. Have fun. See the ships sometimes they bring. I want them to bring the big whiskey. I want them to bring that.
Yeah.
Because I had that as a ship that I could play in the bathtub when I was a kid, and I'm like, dude, this is so awesome. And I'm like, but at the time, I never thought they would have a game out there that would have battleships, cruisers, and destroyers.
Yeah. And
so it's kind of like,
because I'm a Navy man. Like I said, I was in the Navy for 3 years. So I was stationed on an aircraft carrier. So, I can't stop playing this game no matter how pissed off I get. It's just something that I've basically lived for a portion of my life and something that I've done. And just like you said, I've been looking for a good battleship type game to play. I know people play War Thunder and but this specifically is focused in an area of my life that I'm more familiar with.
Yeah, but I would have to say this game is better than the War Thunder.
It is to me anyway. Hey, Sammy.
I played War Thunder and I like this game better. Pretty good.
Yeah. I like this game too. I like the balance. I'm just getting some coffee, fellas. Just give me a minute. I like this game a lot better.
I mean, I remember playing this one game for, I don't know if it was the PlayStation 2 or 3, but you were in this Apache helicopter and you had to blow up these targets, and I think it was called Counter Strike.
CS:GO.
Oh, dude, that game was so much fun.
CS:GO.
What was? Hey, dumplings.
How's it going?
Good. I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, that's no problem, because I'm getting some coffee now anyway.
No Man's Sky. No. Do not want to do No Man's Sky at the moment. Fuck. Call of Duty.
You guys want to hear something funny? For the longest time, I had the Fubuki, right? I'm like, why is the casino not going down? And if I look at the camouflage, like, oh, my dumb ass forgot.
Forgot to upgrade the camera.
That's what I meant. I was like, it was like a couple of steps away from fully upgrade. Now I forgot to upgrade it for a couple of years. I was like, no wonder I'm dying faster.
Yeah, you make those rookie mistakes.
Like, when I first started this game, I knew nothing about ships in the campaign. I knew nothing about boosters. So for at least a couple years, like when I first started playing World of Warships from 2019 and up, I knew nothing about ships in the campaign or anything about boosters. So for a while, I didn't really do the campaign, or I didn't know I had boosters. So I'm like, I had 500 of each of boosters, and I had no idea I had boosters. And if I knew there was ships in the campaign, I could have gotten a G Bart and a Sashi a long time ago.
You know what I thought? I thought the campaign was a single player mode when I first started playing this game.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, okay, this will be fun. I'm like, so where's the fucking single player campaign? I didn't know the campaign was just like the, you know.
Tutti ai posti di combattimento.
Right. I played a couple of games on the PC, you know, because everybody was talking about the PC is better and stuff like that. So I went and downloaded it, and I don't like using the fucking keyboard and the mouse. I like using a controller.
Yeah.
Well, right.
Is that the new type of language?
Caccia torpediniere nemico colato a picco.
You know, he's
Why?
like Bam.
Why?
Bam.
You always just wait till a fucking.
Incrociatore nemico affondato.
La nostra squadra è in vantaggio.
The captain says some racist shit.
That was a bad idea. No, not really. You can use it as a gunboat. Because I always want to sniper the slave ships.
What's this?
I keep all my ships.
I'm sorry, Smoke. I ain't dead. Alright, Smokey. Yeah, I got you. Thanks.
Easy. Wow.
I sold a ship. You remember the Tier 7 German cruiser? I think the Weimer? You guys remember the Weimer? Did you sell it for doubloons?
I still have mine.
I know, right? This motherfucker won't die. Fuck.
We don't die. We multiply and go back to port.
Alright, how many more tier 5s I got left? One, let me see. 1, 2, 3. 3 more tier 5s left. Okay.
Five-finger death punch. Hey, sir. Do you like metal at all? I said, do you like metal at all, Aviator? You should. I'm not sure if you listen to this group, but if you don't, you should try it. It's called Riding Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's borderline. You should go on YouTube, type in "Riding Christ," and there's a couple songs they have you should check out. And let's think. What?
Enemy force detected.
So then you might like in this moment then. Ha- Have you? I'm not sure if you ever listened to Kitty, but they had some new stuff on it. They had some new stuff out. Yeah, it's off their core. That's another good one. But they have some new stuff out now. They have Ozzy has some new stuff out too. That's not really metal.
They're a cover band.
That's more alternative soft rock. If you
I've seen them in concert 3 times, man, and only because of my friends was the fact I even went. But I did get the guitar pick from the bassist while I was there.
Our team has taken the lead.
oh yeah.
Victory is in sight.
I saw Shinedown. They opened up for Van Halen in Green Bay, which it should have been the other way around. But
Yeah, I seen
my
Soundgarden
first
with
two
the Mick
concerts,
Jagger.
I was sick, 6, and no, I have not. But in 1984, I was 6, and my mom and my dad took me to go see Moody Blues in Chicago.
That sounds like a buzz fest.
Oh, nice.
Action stations.
Enemy force detected.
Let me see. Get this. First of all, who has a record player nowadays?
Oh, they're making a comic. Yeah, and the records.
That's way to record music. It lasts forever.
I mean, they're collector's editions, of course.
I have. Nice.
The ship is on fire. Enemy cruiser founder.
Our team has taken the lead.
Problem solved, sir.
Our team has taken the lead.
No, it's not. At least, wait, Wendy Houston? No, I think Wendy Houston was around during it. Yeah. Alright, and it's sentiment values more to a person than money.
Critical engine damage.
I don't know if they're worth $500,000, but they're being close. But
Our team has taken the lead.
Main turret critically damaged.
let's see.
Main turret
My
critically
mom.
damaged. Problem solved, sir.
Go, you got.
My mom still has her original flute from high school. And she still has her original bowling ball and shoes from back in the day.
So what happened at band camp?
I hated that movie. My fucking sister fucking played that movie constantly. I was like, that's it, I'm done.
Alright. Good fucking movie, though. That's the funniest shit.
That and she constantly watched, and she had the soundtrack for the Brady Bunch.
I don't know if I'd have went that far.
Shoot,
Oh,
I had a
listen,
crush on the
Milano.
girl from Dukes of Hazzard TV show, and
Oh yeah, Daisy.
she's still rocking the Daisy Dukes.
I'm sorry, you can't beat Alyssa Milano.
Hey, she's still hot. I've seen what she looks like now. She's still hot looking. I'll still tap it. Hey, the first girl I flirted with was my friend's mom back in the 90s, and I was dancing with her, and she was like nibbling on my neck and shit. I'm like, ooh. She was 60, I was in my teens, so yeah.
Motherfucker.
Hey, even grannies need love too.
Oh, did you sneak her out of the nursing home? Oh, don't you love it when you're at 3/4 speed and you think you're at full?
Anybody remember cassette tapes?
Oh hell yeah.
I had MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, and Billy Joel for cassette tapes. Who didn't start the fire?
Yeah, who didn't? No.
I mean, if you get the older models, they have cassette tapes. But see, here's the thing with the cassette tapes. After a while, for some reason, the cassette tape player likes to eat cassette tapes. I'm like, that's why probably people don't. My mom had an MGB 1978 one last year that made them, and she was riding on the highway. She was riding on the highway, and for some reason, the wheel just flew right off. But here's the fucked up part. My dad cared more about the car because he didn't even ask if my mom if she was all right. Oh yeah, I grew up listening. That was one of my mom's records. She had that, Doors, Bob Marley,
Pink Floyd,
38 Special. She had a lot of. She probably had that. She had a lot of cool. She had the Eagles. Oh, my dad put me through Sunday school.
I went to church growing up.
I had some bad experience with churches, so I mean I don't have nothing against them, but.
Action stations.
Yeah.
You know, POD was a Christian man.
Enemy force detected. Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
What about Pantera? Now that's a good heavy metal band right there. And I mean, you can't count out Metallica as far as heavy metal goes, except for their new shit. Their new shit is trash. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, they changed. They went mainstream, bro. You know, they went after Napster, and after they went after Napster, man, they basically proved to everybody they sold themselves.
What about Kiss?
Problem solved, sir.
What about
Yeah,
yeah?
I
What
like
about Kiss?
Kiss.
AC/DC?
Uh, I like the song "Who Made Who" by AC/DC, and then "Back in Black," and then "Hell's Bells" are a few of my favorites.
My niece used to listen to
Plus,
Black
if you
Sabbath.
ever seen, the Maximum Overdrive, the music to that movie is AC/DC.
The entire movie's nothing but AC/DC, man. That's a good movie too.
Oh, the original Duran Duran? Yeah, I know. And I remember there were songs Undone, which years later Korn redid. Oh, dude, I grew up on all this shit. Of course, I knew. Oh yeah.
Battleship foundered.
I have I have the Led Zeppelin Mothership 2-disc album. Here, Blurry. I remember that. Yeah.
I hate him too, bro.
It's like someone saying I like the Hanson brothers. No. You
They're a cover band. All they do is sing other shit.
Any of you guys hear of a group called Big Ferrari?
No.
They're. Oh, not sure. Yeah. I remember that. What about My Chemical Romance? When was this? What about some? And of course, the early work of Blink 182. Yeah, I used to have their first album, Dookie.
Dookie.
Yeah, my first one, my first one was Hybrid Theory, and my second one was Meteora.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like
I remember Kryptonite, and but you won't find them. You probably won't find them anymore because apparently they came out. One of them came out of the closet. Because I haven't heard anything from them in years, so I heard that. How about Skinner Leonard? Is that what I said? I mean, I grew up on the original, but both copies are good.
All right. Legendary Burns.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
I finished all my fives. Now I just
I
got
don't know
my.
what to pick. I've only got 18. Ooh, I have. You know what? I forgot I had this shit. I've never played the game.
Oh, I know that song. That's Gojira. Gojira. I've heard of them. I don't know a lot about stuff, but I heard some of their stuff. It's pretty good. You know, Gojira, originally out of France, right? And they performed live in France for the Olympics. Yeah. Dude, that was so awesome. That was fucking sick what they did. Plus, I like one of their songs called "Born in the Winter." That was one of my favorites. That's I like that one that starts off with whales. You know, it has
Here comes the planes.
Come dance with me. Paranoid, the Winnie or a false friend.
On a fucking minnow. God damn it. Ah, you son of a bitch. I heard about them.
yeah, I like police.
Shit, let me put this back here. I still got this here.
These guys are actually putting up a fight.
It is.
Yep.
Promote my name.
Hey, Amir, guess how much hit points I have? 1,829. And I'm still alive, and I went against the Leon. And I'm not Baltimore.
I'll spot him here in a minute for you guys.
Maybe.
I just realized you guys perished.
Oh, okay. Oh, I do have Evanescence 25th Anniversary Edition.
Oh no, please don't play that.
I'm not sure if I.
How about In Excess? They were kind of a preppy band.
I've heard a group. I heard a group accept Balls to the Wall. You know, I've heard a club mix version of Rocket Man by Elton John. It's horrible. I wish they would I wish they would leave certain songs alone, dude.
Right.
Not everything sounds not everything sounds good as a modern song.
Right.
I mean, shit, they redid Wonder Years, and I grew up watching that shit, the original show.
Mm-hmm. So that's... Alright, hold on for a minute, fellas. Getting shit situated here. Oh, I need sugar and butter. 84. Okay. Now go ahead. Alright.
What about Crash Test Dummies? Anybody remember them?
Oh, Jesus, I remember them.
Once there was this boy who... They were a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I grew up having to listen to country music, so I regret that.
What about Marcy's Playground, Sex and Candy?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
one of
also,
the songs. And there was another group, the Bloodhound Gang.
yeah, I remember.
Do it like the Discovery Channel.
Yes. That's an old classic there.
Avvistato in danno critico a torretta principale. Problema risolto, signore.
Who the fuck is Opal? How he disappeared that close?
Allarme in centro.
Never even seen that ship. Timber Air?
Yeah, I've seen that before. It's a tech tree shit.
Get wrecked.
Problema risolto, signore.
Oh, I ain't see this motherfucker behind me.
L'incrociatore nemico sta
La
colando
nostra
picco.
squadra è in vantaggio.
Corazzata nemica affondata.
La nostra vittoria è vicina.
Come on, you big bitch, speed up.
We're Alpha. Okay, they don't let me about Alpha.
Was the Musashi the sister ship of the Yamato?
Yes.
Okay. That camo.
Yeah.